When it comes to incubating, most people just plug their incubator on, throw some eggs in there, and hope for the best. And that's exactly why hatches fail. You really need to turn your incubator on before you put eggs in to get the temperature regulated. That's the step that hardly anybody gets right. So join me today as I walk you through getting my incubator set up for the first time this year. I'm using the Maticoopx30. This is a great little incubator. I've got a link to that down below. If you're looking for an incubator and you'd like to purchase one, you can use the link below. It helps out the channel. So let's get this incubator set up. I'll show you how to do it. So here's our incubator. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing going. Let me go over a couple of things about this incubator. Like I said, this is a Maticoopx30. It holds 30 chicken eggs. It'll also incubate quail eggs, but it is a very good quality incubator at a very good price. You can pick these up on Amazon for a really good price, and it has just been a great incubator for us. I'm going to walk you through how to set this thing up. It's very, very simple. It just takes a couple of minutes to get it going. So the first thing we need to do is we need to turn our egg turner on. And that is this little cord that comes out of the bottom here. And it plugs into the outlet that says egg turner right there on the top. Next thing is we're going to take our power supply and get that hooked up and ready to go. Now the power supply hooks in the same way right beside the other port under the one that is marked for power supply. So we're just going to plug that in. Then we're going to plug in our main unit. So when you plug it in, you're going to get that audible beep, and you're going to see some things in the readout here. It's going to show you the actual temperature, and here is 78 degrees. The humidity is 59%, and day 0, we've not set that. We'll go through all the steps to get this set up, show you how this operates. All right, so once we get the unit plugged in, we're going to pull out our handy dandy manual because it has been a year. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to set the temperature. It is set from the factory to 99.5 degrees and 21 hatch days. Now, if you're hatching chickens, that's really all you need to do. The temperature, you simply hold the temp button down until you hear an audible beep. All right, then this is going to flash, and you can press the plus or minus button to adjust that temperature. All right, when you got it where you want it, press the temp button again. You notice it stops flashing, and it goes back to the current temperature. On the day, you simply press the day button until you hear a beep. And then that flashes, and you can adjust that up and down to get however many days you want. We want 21 days, so we're going to press that again. Now you can also notice right here that it shows you that the egg turner is working. There is a test feature. So to test the egg turner, we simply hold the plus button down and we see it's moving. All right, that shows us that that is working. This incubator comes with a humidity control system that consists of a water bottle with a metered nozzle on the end that meters out just the right amount of humidity. We're going to fill this bottle up and get it put in place. All right, I filled up my bottle with just my tap water. We're on a well here. We're not chlorinated. I don't know if that would really matter, but if you're worried about it, use bottled water. But we just went ahead and filled that up, and now we're simply going to just put that in place. This little part here is just going to sit down on the edge there, just like this. Goes right down in there, and it will fill that cavity up, the place where it needs to go, until it finds its level, and it will slow down and it'll come to a stop like that. And as the humidity is evaporating into the air, it will draw it down a little more, and it will allow it to come in. That way you don't really have to worry about filling the bottom of this. You don't have to take the lid off, which is a huge plus, and I think a big part of why the hatch rate on this is so good. You can see it didn't take a lot there, maybe 1/8 of a bottle to fill it up from the bottom, and now it's ready to go. Next step is this is your vent, and we're going to turn this vent so that half of the vent is exposed. That would be the entire vent is open. We're going to turn it to about halfway. We are coming up to temp. Currently we're at 94 degrees. Now the reason that you want to start this empty is that it's, number one, it's going to take some time to get up to temperature. It's going to take time to get up to where it needs to be. So you need to warm it up. So you need to warm it up for at least 24 hours. Also, run it for at least 24 hours. Monitor the temperature to make sure that it's maintaining the right temperature and staying in the range that it needs to stay in. As this thing is heating up, it's going to fluctuate. So you don't want to throw eggs in here right away and plug it in and throw eggs in, because this temperature is going to fluctuate. So you want to give it at least 24 hours to kind of even out. This is a great incubator, and it gives us absolutely astounding hatch rates every time. We take out a little extra insurance policy and this little gem right here. So this is our little ThermPro TP350 Bluetooth monitor. It communicates with my phone and lets me know the temperature. Right now you see it's reading ambient temperature. We use this as a backup to make sure that we are maintaining the right temperature. Temperature and humidity are really critical when it comes to hatching chicks. I'll let this run, and we're going to monitor the temperature. Tomorrow about this time, we'll put some eggs in. All right, so it has been a day. This thing has been maintaining temperature for 24 hours and a little extra. One mistake I need to correct is that when you go to put your eggs in here, you need to reset the day. You need to hold it down till it beeps. And I just always make sure I go to full 21 days and then press the day button again. And so I'm ready to set eggs now. Now, when it comes to your eggs, you want to use clean eggs that are not dirty. They need to be a good shape. If they're kind of a weird shape, if they're really big, you really don't want to do those because it might be a double yolk. And if they're really small, and if they're oddly shaped. So you want to pick out your eggs that are just good shaped eggs and put those in there. There's two ways to put them in there. The manual says you can lay them point down, which, if you that's probably to fit more eggs in each little tray. So this is one of the trays that I took out to make room for my my thermometer. So you can either put them in like this, face down, or you can put them in like this. Now, I'm only going to be setting about 19 or 20 eggs today. So I'm going to lay mine in like this. As long as I have room, I'm going to see how it goes. But I think I should be able to get all 19 in there. So I'm just going to take this lid off and start setting eggs. You want to do this as quickly as possible to minimize the dip in temperature. So as quickly as possible, I'm going to take this lid off, set the eggs in, and then we're going to shut it down and let it go to work. You really want to make sure that you double check your eggs. That one's got a little spot in it. So we're going to take that one out. And we'll put this one back in its place. So you really want to be careful that you don't incubate cracked shells. More than likely, if you have a cracked shell, it's not going to incubate. So I've got my eggs in here, all that I'm going to incubate. And I'm just going to put the lid back on and walk away. I will not open this cover for at least 18 days. 18 days, I will open the cover, take them out of the yellow egg turner trays, lay them in the bottom of the incubator with a piece of shelf liner. Because at 18 days, the egg turner needs to come off, and it'll automatically turn off. You could probably hatch them in the yellow trays, but I just take them out. And that way, they've got a little more room there to do what they need to do, got a little more freedom. So I kind of subscribe to the set it and forget it way. I am not going to go into this. I'm not going to candle these eggs. They're going to sit in here until day 18, and then I'm not going to touch them until then. That is a great thing about the Maticoopx, is that it is a set it and forget it kind of incubator. You can just set it in there. You've got good visibility, so there's no reason to take off the cover. You've got external humidity control. Everything is right there. So there's no need. So it kind of helps you to resist the urge to open this incubator. So I hope this little video has helped you to kind of see really some of the key factors to incubating. Key factor number one, make sure that you run your incubator at least a day before you add eggs into it. Key factor number 2, make sure you're putting clean, good, healthy looking eggs inside your incubator. No cracked shells, no visible signs of waste or anything like that, fecal matter, anything that might bring some bacteria into the picture. Make sure that your temperature and humidity is regulated, and if you've got the Maticoopx, that's taken care of for you guys. Really, this is a great unit. It's great for beginners, and as well as intermediate and as well as experts. It's just a great unit. Third thing is resist the urge to take this lid off until day 18 when you take them off the egg turners. That's literally all it is to it. You can do this. If you're thinking about getting an incubator, pick one up now before they're gone. Like I said before, you can pick this up on Amazon. Now, if you click our link, we do get just a little bit of a commission that helps support the channel. So if you'd like to buy one and use our link, we'd appreciate it. It helps support our channel. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you on the next one, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise.